older than Fox Grandpa. And there is a hidden fourth oldest brother who got them all in, and his name is Yusuf.
Yusuf, okay.
Yes, he has very, very rare Yusuf sightings, so I was able to catch one. I've got the full set.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
I'm still working on filling out my pog case. With all my pogs.
Here's my holographic Charizard, and here is the oldest Aklo brother.
Exactly. It's just in a spreadsheet. It's just in one of those old binders. We got a real Puff Ditto happening though in front of us.
Speaking of binders, yeah, we got SDJ.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting here because I want to see what kind of work SDJ's done in this matchup specifically. Because it was a reverse 3-0 by HBox at Gamo. It was, a lot of just like grueling, drawn-out neutral interactions that tended to swing HBox's way. I think oftentimes because of his experience and just his ability to know like when people really. I don't think there's a player that's better at knowing when someone's hungry for something than HBox, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like it is.
That's the big clutch. Like that's the prelude to getting clutched on, right?
Yeah.
As you get desperate.
Exactly. Like you try to shift gears incorrectly, and you hear the squeal from the engine. Great tech, and right? It's just over.
Oh yeah. And can you tell the people what SDJ stands for, Stu?
Yeah, so it's Spike Deserves Jill, right? And Melee Stats, some youngins got real upset with me when I leaked that. And they were like, it's a Texas-only thing. And it's like, we've talked about this. Yeah. It's a Cowboy Bebop reference.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that it was a secret. I know there are a couple players who have like initialism tags that are like, oh, it's cool if you don't know.
Well, for the longest time, SDJ had forgotten what it was. And I don't know if it's that it was indeed Spike Deserves Jill, or if it was like, I've forgotten, but now I've remembered something funny enough to say it was this. So, I mean, it could be anything at this point.
No way you forget.
No,
right?
They forgot. They absolutely were like, I really don't.
No way.
Yeah. This was for like 6 years. Maybe like 4 or 5, but still, it was an egregious amount of time. A little bit of chip here.
I like the way SDJ plays around HBox's shield. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked yet, but I think it indicates like a level of recognition in those interactions that you have an opportunity potentially. Like there were early in that stock, we saw HBox shielding and SDJ immediately go for a tomahawk or an empty hop grab. And then there, SDJ was placing an anticipatory anti-air nair above the shield as well. And I think that's like, yo, this is a point when I know Hungrybox is vulnerable, and like he's putting out, or SDJ is putting out countermeasures around the out of shield options. Because it's hard to outspace Hungrybox.
It really, really is. And I mean, a big part of this matchup is just working side platform safely, right? Like I think the Puff with center gets kind of this dome around her where she gets to engage. Wow. That's just gonna kill.
That's kind of crazy.
It was 161 after the hit. I can't fault anybody for getting it.
Yeah, they keep actually teching crazy moves on the left side of dribbling.
Yeah, if you want to watch this back and look at it later, folks, a lot of this is just them playing like a high-low mix-up on recovery and saying, okay, well, who's going to bite down on full drift here? Who's going to get slight drift, like forward air and nair, just to kind of prod at this position? It's a lot of feeling each other out and seeing where you can actually get a safe landing, because having as much drift as Puff does, it's just so difficult to track her down as her sometimes. Like, look at this. They're just dancing around a little bit. Didn't get the safest drill, and that's going to be why HBox gets that drill in turn.
I think it's really well spotted. Those nice edge cancel. The high-low mix-up. There are a couple of additional matchup-specific, character-specific. That was a really good back air call-out. That's that low call-out. There are a couple of wrinkles that make it harder, which is like if the Puff is committing to full drift, it limits her aerials. Like she can't really full back air, or sometimes she'll have to put in a fair. She won't be able to get a nair if that's the move that she wants to stuff things out, depending on how hard she wants to drift.
Well, she gets stubbier technically when she approaches, right? Like if you're fading an aerial away, it's going to be a hell of a lot safer for you.
Yes, absolutely.
And I really do. Oh man, One thing that I'm noticing HBox do also that SDJ just hasn't really tacked on to is often presenting light shield in the early. That's crazy. In the early parts of like shield pressure, like the dare will come out and it'll be light shield from HBox to get like the push away DI, and then into regular shield just to, like safely bubble.
Yeah. You're right. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess the shield mix-up is that interaction is really pivotal.
Well,
Like,
so much of it, right, for Dare, especially even with like higher shield health, is built around trying to find the Jigglypuff. You remember how KGH would talk about that with like specific parts of getting like Fox Dare or Falco Dare? So HBox is just basically like widening out his shield to make sure that that doesn't get clipped, because if he does, he either gets grabbed or he gets put into an up smash, right? It's kind of a no bones about it situation. It's one of Jigglypuff's like best confirms in the matchup against herself and with other floaties. So like, why wouldn't you just like present something safe? And I think he does a really good job of like knowing when to have that light shield versus hard shield out.
That's really interesting. Yeah, because I think actually that after those first 2 stocks or so, SDJ, they were not really getting anything off of shield, and like those grounded interactions were just almost all HBox. I wonder how much of that was the mix-up on shield strength.
Pick up. I think it's like 2 or 3 more jumps, but rough pound back. Still living.
Ooh,
good tracking.
Wow, yeah. That is
Beautiful.
a really that's kind of a hard call to make, right? To like back off from the ledge entirely and place that back air basically at the end side of that platform. But that's that hard in read.
Yeah. And this is kind of where SDJ, I think, is one of the best players in the world, is when they have you on the back foot. SDJ with a lead is, I wouldn't say miserable, but it's definitely difficult, right? You really have to... Oh, we're going to the other side.
Ooh, it works.
Taking the long walk. Taking the long walk back to Legend Vault.
Nice. Yeah, take the long way around. June said something similar after their set had tipped off. June was like, it was doable until I was behind at all, and then it wasn't.
And then it suddenly isn't. Like, the switch flips, and they're like, they know exactly what you want and how to deny you it, and it is incredible. Okay, I love the sort of like wiggle in under the stage there to see if they could get Wand to bite down and hang out with them, because they had the other side of the stage.
There's more about that. I love that.
They definitely like overcommitted under, I think, to probably try to get HBox to drop down from ledge early, but he a lot more grab in this game too. I think SDJ's finding those spots a little bit better. I think that's what honestly got them that first stock so early, was like those 2 back throws that were just like super position dependent. Also, Puff's funniest throw as a weight dependent throw. She just suplexes herself so quickly.
That's true. I forget.
Okay, we're scooting. Yeah.
I do think HBox's ground movement has gotten pretty nasty over the past, like, honestly, couple of months. He's just actually really fast on the ground now as well. And I think, like, the practice in the execution allows him to really exploit it, and he does it so well.
I really do think, like, that was something that had begun to like accumulate rust from his time from like 2019 to now, right? Because like you look at HBox winning tournaments in 2019 versus like 2023 Collision, a very big commonality is like him like being very solid in and out of shield in his ground game, especially against Fox Laser. Like when he's playing well and like really positioning well and like power shielding Fox Laser, I don't think there's anyone scarier on the ground than HBox.
Yes, actually.
That would have been huge.
Wait.
I like not banking on that. That's smart. Might have been able to get like the shield drop, like jump up rest to just land in center and not die, but 23, I think, still even then Puff kills herself. Not as much leniency as other characters.
Yes, I always thought it was very funny to see a Fox player go like, oh, I just got like, I died at 20%, better go into laser mode, right? And then HBox goes into anti-laser mode, where we just for about 10 seconds see him power shielding lasers for 1% over and over again.
Yeah, but man, that 1% adds up if you keep at it.
All you have to do is power shield Fox Laser over and over again.
Yeah, just be solid and perfect and good. You can make it work for you too. Okay,
Oh
yeah,
my
smash
god!
there.
Actually, really tricky movement from SDJ. Like did a short hop forward initially and then drifted back. It was sort of like an aerial dash dance.
Yeah, it's really scary to like do that kind of like feint, because if they chase you out with like a forward air, there's always that risk that you're gonna get scooped.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that down air, it's that money maker. HBox looking for it now too.
I do think that
lazy there.
SDJ's been getting a lot of mileage out of like finding the parts of the stage where they can get really fast movement. And I think just a couple of little tricks, like the edge cancels off of the platform to get, like, they'll edge cancel a drill and come back on with a back air. It's just like caught Hungrybox off guard like once or twice, and that's been enough.
Yeah, the way that they play Puff is like not the flashiest or like the speediest, right? Like they are not a CPU zero efficiency monster, like sliding and finding you, or they're not like Dawson in the same way. But like the way that they play, I feel like is just like very patently strong. Their defense is incredible. The way that they just like know and understand. Oh wow, that's just gonna kill even with good DI.
1-1, huh?
1-1. Like it's hard to describe. I think it's because the space that they occupy always seems like they're right where you think you want them, and they know how to capitalize off that.
Yeah. Wow. Huh. I do think like looking at that gameplay, it is a plan that makes sense. Every time SDJ like gets a cool opening that I wasn't expecting, I'll look at that and go, "Oh, I can see how you come to that conclusion." Also.
Yeah, they're. Oh, I love that tomahawk. There have been so many times in my life where I have had to play them, and I have felt like God's biggest jabroni, just like for biting on something that I shouldn't have, that I thought I had in my mouth. Like it's just horrible. It's a chip tooth every time. That was,
Really early, too.
Yeah. Get caught on some bad DI. A third back air as a treat.
This is also, I think, this makes sense for HBox's counter pick between these two. HBox, he has definitely gotten frustrated, I think, in that Gommel set. Like, trying to find the openings and reaching, where it's typically on the other foot.
Oh, yeah. Normally, he's the one asking you to extend your arm.
Ooh, I love that little edge cancel too. Both of them are really using the edge.
Oh!
God, off of Randall too. Jesus.
Yeah, getting that wall bang off the up air, that was disgusting. This raw up smash is gonna take that though. What do you got, SDJ? Fire back here. How we scoop the lead back if we're going?
Okay.
So I do love the stage pick. A lot of this is like forcing early kills, forcing SDJ to play a little bit closer to that center dome we were talking about earlier.
And I think there's like just straight up less air to air. On Dreamland, you're seeing them one with a back air high, one with a back air low. But here it's like they're fighting under the platforms, and they're honestly like shielding and crouching quite a lot.
Yeah, I think it's because the oh, that's huge, dude.
That's exactly what you're talking about, dude. That is actually literally, I think the same effect of I'm gonna slip and slide. Like, I'm just leaving my area then putting a hard hitbox right into that area, because I know when you're gonna wanna bite right there. Like, it's a preemptive whiff punish, it feels like.
Yeah. No, they definitely they have like a danger sense, I swear. They know when you're coming in. Another thing that I think makes this stage like so difficult is like how short the side platforms are. Because like if you commit to a jump here, you typically are like in line with the platform height as Puff with short hop.
Oh, I see.
So there's only so many angles that you can like assail from compared to something with high platforms like Battlefield or Dreamland. Ooh,
yes. It ends up being like it's almost it's about as grounded, I think, as a Puff Ditto can be, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're still aerialing, but it's just short hopping because like the platform gets in the way.
Okay. Getting those back airs out. SDJ just clawed this lead back just barely.
Ooh. I love that. Did
danger.
you see SDJ wants to get out that tipper back air, but knowing that HBox wants to act out of it, like, it's just a probe, and then you even have to edge cancel like a full space back air.
I can't believe they keep double rolling out. Oh,
ooh!
Okay, this is big. They've got center. HBox just trying to fight his way in. That wave dash in is nice, with the nair coming down on top. SG committing a little bit hard in the corner, but pushing.
Hungrybox getting a little bit greedy.
Okay.
Okay, up smash will kill either of them, so you definitely want to be watching out for the drill, but that's hard back air is going to kill SDJ off this side.
I feel like SDJ's going to...
Ooh! That's... Dude, you're like
That's
Nostradamus.
what I'm talking about with the jump, dude. It's such a danger, right? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I was like, I feel like this is an F smash, and it would have worked in that situation. But look at this. Jump squat. Boom. Either jump squat or drop shield. And he's done for. Because like you think about what you can do in that situation, right? You can try to wave dash out of shield. You can hold shield, or you can jump. There's not a lot Puff can do outside of that.
Potentially Yoshi's angle down got in the mix there too. With maybe if it was a shield stab, then it could have been like part of HBox's hurt box sticking out.
Ooh, gets that reverse fair out. Try to get the up air. Get down throw here.
I think literally 3 kills from SDJ out of the past like 5 kills have been exactly what you described, Stude, of like SDJ holds a position and then does a little movement, doesn't go too far away, and then punishes where they just were.
Yeah.
It's to me...
It's very conservative, but it's so good.
Yeah. It's a conservative read, though, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it's ooh, up air? Almost kills
Okay,
them. Wow.
so
Good DI.
that specifically, so they've been doing a lot of like little fair from ledges kind of situations to deal with someone having space there. And instead of, because they've been going like reverse fair war as they're like coming back to the ledge, dropping down and up airing just covers that reverse fair so well. That was, it's hard to talk about like clear adaptations in like fast ways in this matchup, but I think that was just such an extremely sound one. And now just like taking space. Look at this. Rising pound is so safe. Like, let's see if we can get that same situation. Oh,
yeah.
Nair?
Ooh, the Nair too. Wow. I don't know if I've ever really seen that before, but that tacks on such important damage.
SJ kind of cooking right now.
Trade. Wow.
Getting some good damage
that's a critical trade to live right there. That is really good for SDJ.
Yeah, playing.
Who, by the way, is up 2-1 versus Hungrybox and out of stock as well.
Forward kill not going to kill just yet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we get that same example here with that reverse fair. Yeah. They're just playing a kind of crazy mix here. Oh my god.
Huh. I'm learning a lot, I think.
Great DI, too. I mean, goodness.
You know that thing of where you have Puff in shield, and then you're shield pressuring Puff maybe, and she wave dashes away and F smashes back in?
Yeah.
That's sort of what I feel like SDJ does on a slightly more macro style, like just that's the same function.
Yeah. Having had that same series of events happen to me often.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much what it feels like to play them. It's like it's not chump checky, but it's like I'm aware of what you want. Even though like you may not be here, I'm still going to threaten this because of the risk reward. Like I've seen them grab in place like 3 times in a row because why not, right? Like
if you're in place, you're close to me.
Exactly. Back air's nice here. HBox kind of clawing his back a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know if the viewers will see it, but I think that's actually strategically a lot of what Mango does as Fox, especially versus HBox. He'll do conservative reads on like the defensive position to just sort of like probe. He's still making predictions on the movement, but he's like tempering how vulnerable he's going to be and how much position he gives up in order to make that read.
Okay, SDJ with center. I love low back air. That's the web wipe. Low back air and dash attack is the web wipe.
The wet wipe? Is that Texas?
No, the web
is that
wipe.
a player?
It's Vancouver web wipe.
Oh, I see. Okay. Cool.
That's the goat.
I
That's
got
my
some
guy.
VODs to look up.
Yeah, bro is I think he's mostly like a One Piece card game guy now. If I'm trying to remember properly. He's playing one of the new card games quite a lot.
Yeah.
He's good at it too.
The OPTCG.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait. SDJ edge canceling the fair on Randall to lull HBox into a very brief false sense of security going for a whiff punish, and then goes for immediate aerial off of there.
Yeah, this is a crazy comeback in the making right now. I mean, HBox already back up after being down 2 stocks. Get that wallbang DI like it's N64. Okay, good slide off.
Slide off on the back air too. I can't believe you lived that.
Sails out. Okay. One touch though.
What's the damage? Oh, Hungrybox.
One touch.
Flubs the wave dash.
Golly.
Dude, look at all this.
I feel like they have to be missing the tech intentionally, because if they tech wall jump or anything, like they get put into this low percent aerial scramble where like none of their moves are gonna like really trade out all that well.
Yeah, and I wonder
so,
if getting sent farther also is basically their version of combo DI.
Maybe like staying safer, because
that hadn't happened before.
Let's go on.
How did you? That was really good reactions from HBox, because that had not happened yet in the set, and then
no, we had not had an F smash on shield at all. They'd all hit.
No hesitation, rest out of shield. Are you kidding? He just still had it? That's crazy.
I mean, lest we all look back at the Mango Genesis set, he's got good practice against F smash on shield.
That's true.
I actually got to take that straight back. I got to put that one back in the barrel of the gun, because Mango's winning stuff again, man. It's a good place to be, but we're not here to talk about that.
Not here to talk about that.
I'm here to proselytize for one sentence and then go back to the real stuff. So
because it is Game 5 SDJ Hungrybox again.
Yeah. After what was almost like it was a 2-stock comeback, you dropped, so it was 4-2, drop back to even, slight SDJ lead, and then just boom bop bam. Reception.
I think I remember SDJ during like another tight Game 5 where they just like they went for something that was like not a Hail Mary per se, but it was like I think they were going for a high risk, high reward option in the scramble.
Yeah, it was like a St. Christopher's prayer.
Yeah. yeah.
Sorry,
yeah. You're not so far in the depths, but you are still definitely in the booth.
Yeah. Gotta make sure those travelers are safe.
I wonder. It doesn't feel like panic to me. SDJ making these high risk plays like at the last moment to like try to make it count.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a genuine gamble, right? Like it's throwing the bones down and just being like,
sure,
whatever will be is.
All in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even in particular though, like I can't even fault SDJ for going all in there. I would not have predicted that HBox would have been ready to rest that out of shield. I think the smart money is not.
I thought it would have locked up for sure. Okay, soft fair.
Ooh,
dash attack. But you're
potentially
so
a missed F smash.
Maybe. Okay.
Power shield on the back air.
Whiff's grab.
But HBox is facing the other way. That is another benefit of attacking a puff that's facing away from you. Out of shield, you can't get shield grabbed.
True. Just fighting for positioning here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why SDJ is going for that really deep back air onto HBox's shield, right? It's like a deep low back air onto shield and then hold shield because you're sort of just waiting for what HBox is going to do next. You can't get shield grabbed.
Dude, it's literally just dueling banjos at this point. Like we are trying to find that first kill. Yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah. A third puff shows up at the end with a fiddle.
Yeah.
Whoa.
2 time traveling puffs with electric guitars. Wild stallions. Okay. Yeah, that web wipe.
Oh yeah, interesting.
It's good because it kind of ties into that same thing you talked about, where it's like, what's your fastest out of shield option when you're hitting the back of a Puff's shield? It's jump or drop shield. You know, so getting that dash attack out stuffs both of those. It's safe, it's low, and it's good for you.
Huh.
Oh.
I never
Nice.
thought about. I am learning so much.
I've had to watch a weird amount of this matchup, honestly, because of SDJ Palpa and SDJ and TCD.
Oh yeah.
All of them being in the same area for a while when old Palpers was back from school
Was
and wasn't living in
Haunter
Austin full time.
around?
Haunter is a Houston player, so Palpa and TZD are out near Austin now, but
Yeah.
for a while were living in DFW and then going to school in Austin.
I see.
So
UT?
for a period of time, we had STJ, we had TZD, we had Palpa, all in region, alongside another Puff named Pops, who holds the distinction for, I believe, playing the most games in a set versus Absent Minded, which was very reminiscent of Michael and Bananas,
Games
except
in
it
a
had
set.
multiple tiebreakers. I think it was either a 7 or 8 game best of 5 because they had to play.
Oh, because of timeout?
Yeah, this was because they had 2 separate timeouts that led with 100%.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It was
You
a
guys have your
spiteful-
weeklies on school nights?
No, this was at like Low Tide City. This was
Okay.
at one of the Low Tide cities.
When you got non-business hours.
Yeah, where we're just letting them do their thing because, you know, the inmates are running the asylum. You know how it is sometimes.
As a bracket runner or a TO, sometimes you're always on and you always have like tasks in your queue. Similar to if you've ever worked like a restaurant job as a waiter, like
Yep.
you have a bunch of things to go down the
New
list.
tables coming
Sometimes,
Got to make sure I got my silverware up.
but sometimes the Puff Ditto is like, okay, it's gonna take. Oh no, that is really bad for SDJ. Stage
Yeah.
spike down because of the FD angle.
I'm loading
Actually,
up.
that's-
I'm loading up the HBox stream right now. I gotta see if he screams again.
I hope he put a projector behind himself so that he can do it again, but a home version. Ooh! Big damage from Hungrybox. I'm worried that Hungrybox is gonna start running away with it, and SDJ, like, doesn't hold the defense. Because I think HBox can definitely get hungry here. Go H mode
Yeah,
if it.
I mean
if it works.
that's kind of what we talked about, right? Was like he knows when you want to just bite down. Like HBox is just the king of like dealing with you overextending.
Mhm.
Okay. Tries to get that tomahawk out. No percents on back here. Just kind of chasing right now.
Oh,
Up
up
smash?
smash? Yeah.
This is huge. This is actually enormous. I mean, 107. What do you get
We're
here?
now entering
Oh.
the spike zone. Okay, good recovery.
Okay. We're back.
Stalls just a
Fading
little
out. Denies that.
A back air from this
Oh.
part of the stage. Oh my gosh, doesn't kill. I wonder how stale that is.
Up air though. Okay, good fade back. SDJ is making HBox work for it.
SDJ can
Barely giving up any
unlock a
space.
little bit more health points, basically
Yeah.
by gaining stage position.
Oh my god.
Because
Okay,
now, if
we've got center.
SDJ gets hit from a back air, like close to the left side of the stage, might live.
Oh. Okay, scoops the roll. Dude, this is so close.
Oh my god.
Like it's at 40 to 140, but god, this is so close.
Oh,
Okay.
off the top,
60 back air
actually.
I'm turning up the volume on a stream.